think she's ready to take off. What do you guys think? Probably need to charge the battery first, but we'll get there.
What is going on, and good evening-ish for you guys. I'm back. We got another video for you. So today's video, I want to talk to you guys about, I pretty much tried to respond to your comments, but I want to talk to you guys about the majority of the comments that I'm getting is, Eddie, why do you always have the hoods cracked on your vehicles? Well,
You guys see, this is what I'm talking about. See, the hood's cracked. Hood's cracked. Same thing here. But here, the hood is not cracked. I'll bring it right out through here. On this vehicle, on the Viper, the battery is on the other side, but is, I want to say it's like right here, or right here, I believe, on the battery on this vehicle. I think they stuck it on, I can't remember which side it is, to be honest with you, but it's either on the driver or passenger side, the battery. And they give you, your points right here, and I just pretty much hooked it up. Here, I'll show you guys how I hooked it up. So they give you this little area here. All I did was pretty much hook this to the, this is obviously positive, and hook the other side up to the ground right there. And they put these here if you want to jump the car, if this does need to be jumped, because obviously you're not going to be able to get to the battery. And it just connects in just like that. Got the battery tender, shows it's full. Got that beautiful big V10. What do you guys think? I was thinking about swapping this out, putting this in the Hellcat, throwing a blower on it. Actually, I've seen the new motors, aftermarket obviously, where they put this and they put dual superchargers on it. Thinking about a dual supercharger setup, but I kind of scared to ask how much it is. Sure, it's going to be pricey, but so I want to talk to you guys about why I plug all these vehicles in. So as you guys know, if you have subscribed to me and been following me, you know none of these vehicles are my daily driver. There she is, look at that. This bad girl right here is the daily driver. Look at these 18s, boy. Woo! Actually, I don't even think they're 18s. Oh, shit. They're 16s, I'm sorry. Well, I keep them clean, though. Kinda. It's supposed to rain, I think, but anyways. So, that's my daily driver. All these other vehicles I have never get driven. They just sit in here. Sometimes they get driven on the weekends. My truck, I got it mainly just to tow my toy hauler. So that thing barely gets driven at all. The Hellcat, I just love it. So I bought a Hellcat, but this gets driven probably once every 2 weeks, if that. And as you guys know, the reason why I keep battery tenders on here, and I'm sure, these can go, you can let them sit for a month and pretty much the battery will be fine. You'll probably come back, it'll start right up. But, and I've read this stuff. The batteries go through a certain amount of cycles, I believe I read. And it's not good to let a battery get that low. So therefore, especially the truck right here, she never hardly gets driven unless, well, actually, I gotta admit, she's been getting driven a lot more since me and D-Max Rhino have been shooting these YouTube videos for you guys. I've put some serious miles on her, going from out of the garage into the driveway. This one doesn't get driven that much either. When a vehicle sits, the battery gets weak. I, don't necessarily want to change the battery every year or 2 years. You guys are wondering what kind of tenders I have. I run the, pretty much, I just get them on Amazon. I think they're about $40. The Viper and the Hellcat, I put the 3 amp on it. On my truck, because it is a dual battery, I put the 5 amp tender on it. Right here. This also I got on Amazon. And I read, again guys, I don't know if all this is true, but I'm just telling you what I have read and heard in the past. You want to keep the lowest amount of amperage to 10 these batteries. Remember, these aren't battery chargers, so they're not going to charge the batteries. They're just here to tend the battery, keep it at that perfect full peak top level. And I read always it's better for a smaller amp, 1.25 or 2 amps. But I also heard these chargers, these tenders I should say that I have, are smart tenders and will adjust when it's full. So when it is full, the 5 amp should drop down to 1.25. I have not checked, I have not confirmed that, but that is supposedly what it's supposed to do. And I know some of you guys are probably thinking of trickle chargers also. I believe that's what they were called, or they still might be called trickle chargers, but I'm not sure. I know these are just called battery tenders. I'm not going to argue with the name. It just says it on there, but I'm sure there are trickle chargers out there also. But the main reason why I like to keep them on, and there is, I'm sure you guys say, well, Eddie, even in 2 weeks, your battery's not going to die. It's going to be fine. You're right. Probably I can go a month too, and it's going to be fine. But I do it for the life of the battery, and why I'm a die-hard fan of this. Number one, also because you guys know I'm anal about my stuff. I like it clean. I like it like brand new always. But also that Viper is a 1996 Viper, and that battery Viper was 10 years old before I had to change it. Now, mind yourself. Yes, it didn't go through that many starts. It's a low mileage car. But it sat, and that battery sat. That battery gave me a good, strong start for 10 years. Now, I'm not saying that, your daily driver is going to last you 10 years. But for my, truck and my Hellcat that just sit, that's why I keep a tender on it, so I don't have to, replace these batteries and having to pay these. Batteries these days are ridiculous. They're so expensive. And who knows how much they are, for these cars or these Hellcats. And I know these trucks, the Duramax, you got to get 2 of them. They got 2 batteries and 2 alternators now. Also, there are some of you guys asking me questions, car questions on my comments. I cannot diagnose your vehicle from YouTube or the questions that you ask me. I will do my best to, try to diagnose it from you, but I can't diagnose a vehicle from the questions you guys ask me. But there is one question somebody asked me, and he thought he was just crazy in his head and something's wrong with him. But dang, I forgot this guy's name, and I apologize. But if you're watching this, you asked me why does, and he also has a Charger, and I think he had a 1500 truck, but he had a Hemi, the 6.4 liter, the Scat Pack, I believe it was. And he asked me, why does my Charger feel so much colder, air conditioning wise, between my 1500? So there is one thing that I will tell you guys. Anybody that knows AC out there, these current vehicles, they started back in the day, the old stuff with the R12. Now, the 1500, most likely his 1500 has the R134A. Now, they came out with a new system, and also my Charger has it too. It's called the 1234A RCA or something, 1234 something. And that air conditioning and that Freon is extremely cold, and this Charger does blow icicles, and that's probably why it is so much colder. Because if you look here under the underhood label for the air conditioning, it shows you guys right here. It has the 1234 YF, I guess. Okay, I'm close enough. And this is the new system that's going in a lot of the new cars. That also is supposed to be much colder and perform much, much better. So for you that asked me that question, that's probably why the air conditioning in your Charger blows so much colder than in your truck. It shouldn't be that much colder. It shouldn't be a big difference. But if you think there's something wrong, I would get your truck checked out just to make sure you don't have a leak or anything, or you're low on Freon. There you guys have it. That's why you guys see all of the hoods cracked in all my videos. It's because of the battery tender, because I don't drive them, because I like to keep the battery perfect, tip-top shape. That's why I clean them and store them pretty much like it's a perfect brand new car, just because when I'm ready to drive the car, I don't want to have any problems or a dead battery, which I know the battery's probably not going to die on me, most likely, but I just like to make sure and keep them in perfect tip-top shape. So thank you guys for watching this video, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if it's your first time. Hit the like, the comment, the share. You guys know what to do. Peace.
Yeah.